I gotta wonder how many mutual views it has. 5.3 million. God. Well, we might not have anybody on time. Ooh, spicy. Oops.
All right,
Go.
so
Go. Second.
I I'm just gonna say maybe that was the wrong version of coming.
no, no, I don't know what you're talking about. It is the right version.
Gross.
Hold on. You don't know what he actually meant.
I'd hope it's not that one.
Maybe he just wanted to, publicly announce it to the world.
Yeah, maybe maybe I'm proud.
Look, it's just very weird to say publicly when it's in a closed Discord server. That's like being in your house and going, "I'm coming," and it's like I have announced it publicly. No, not really.
It's a better perspective, you know. Maybe the rats in your walls count as an audience.
There's thousands of
There's zero of them.
I must feed the swarm. 1 second.
That sounds like a really, really terrible euphemism.
1 second, Tiny. I need to pee.
Lord. So I found out Tiny hasn't played Skyrim,
I mean, yeah.
and we must now publicly shame you for that.
I haven't played many games.
And we must publicly shame you for this.
You shut the fuck up.
No.
I know where all of his time was invested in.
Anime and boobs?
Anime and Dead by Daylight.
I feel like that's anime mixed with boobs.
No.
Yeah. Dead by Daylight now equals anime, the fuck?
Sort of.
I mean, no.
I mean, yes.
No.
Yes.
Hey, Sophie.
You have hummus?
Share almost.
It's good.
I want Lizzie's hummus now.
I would
Kind of
share.
hummus is it?
It's roasted red pepper hummus.
Ah, okay.
It's delicious. One of the best hummus I've ever had.
I believe
Hummus?
it. Yeah, we're talking about hummus.
Give me the hummus.
The robots can't taste hummus. Don't give it to them.
Don't listen to him.
Wait. What is this
He is a
metal?
racist.
You know, thinking about how hilarious that would be, you're just sitting in your living room eating hummus and you just hear a robot voice behind you, give me the hummus.
I'm just saying, is robot a race?
Yes.
Show me.
I want to know.
I want to see the paperwork.
What is the metal equivalent?
This is the
hummus.
white man right here, folks. Claiming that robots aren't a race.
You have no idea what color my skin is. Don't you dare.
White.
This is, the color of his skin is robot.
The color of my robot. That's what
Yeah.
you said.
Somehow that feels more racist than saying white. Yeah, what is he? He's a robot. No, he's not.
Alright, Warrock's back to retirement. Sorry, sir.
Darn robot skinned.
Fuck.
I mean, I think now's as good a time as any to start this campaign back on track.
Maybe. But I'm not, I thought we were just gonna sit here for like a full hour and then go get it.
You know, Tiny, you would hate me in person.
You know, I hate you out of person, so I'd probably hate you in person.
You hate me out of person?
Exactly.
Good. Good. All is right in the universe.
Ah!
Pardon?
Hip.
We're gonna turn Zach down so that I don't blow up my eardrums.
Look, we have a new meat person. We have to get tea and coffee. And then proceed to complain about how bad it tastes. Ultimately.
You know what's funny? I don't drink either.
Neither do I.
Tea?
I don't drink either.
No, tea is for the
Fucking
British.
Satanists, what the hell?
God damn it, Tiny.
What?
Nothing.
What have I did not know?
Uh-huh.
Regardless, he decided to move in with you as a roommate.
Cool.
I feel like that would be fun. We
Dude,
would have
You wouldn't get
sleepovers,
into it.
chips.
yeah,
I would paint his nails pink.
Brownie, honestly, dude, if Brownies and I ever became roommates, it'd be the greatest time because you'd hear me go, "Oh, I'm gonna go take Brownie's pizza." Then Brownies has to actually be scared that I'll go steal his pizza.
It's right next to me. If you do that, I'm punching you in the balls.
Worth it.
Look, I'm just
Worth
saying,
it. One ball worth.
if you guys move in together or play D&D and I just hear the door open, door close, other door open, I'm muting some people real fast.
I'll mute myself. Don't worry.
Sounds from the other room. Ah, don't kill me! Ah! Anyway, You guys are in hell.
You have 5 pieces.
Yes, sir.
What would you like to do?
The third layer.
No? You guys are still on the first.
Okay. I got confused because of the image I'm on.
Yeah. I don't know where I put my my main one, so we're gonna go this one.
We gotta go back to the other layer to return the Rangers to their lives. It says, did you kind of just kidnap some people and just join them to their homes and you're ours now?
It was not kidnapping, it was surprise adoption.
Surprise adopted. So if we kill them, it's a delayed abortion? What?
Oh Lord.
Yeah! Yeah!
No, don't worry about it. Let's just pretend it never happened and move on. So.
Okay, so we finished collecting our soul coins, etc.
That was last session.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But we haven't went back yet, so now we have to put the coins into the ship. Toru can do it. Yes?
Yeah, okay, so I just need to figure out how many souls we have. I have 2 on me right
I have 2.
now. Okay,
I think I have 2 as well.
so that's 6 souls. Anyone else?
Excellent.
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, you guys didn't lose Nagi's dead body, who had a bunch of coins. You fucking idiot.
Rowan also had some.
What's funny to me is that was like 2 sessions ago, and you didn't say anything.
Can we take it off?
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to travel on the ship 2 sessions ago.
Can we take it off of Rowan's body?
No.
We have enough between the 3 of us. Okay.
Alright, yeah, that's fair.
Just a bit more time to it.
I mean, we could, but that takes a long time. You know, we should actually probably do get some more so that we can come back at another time.
Yeah.
Now that
Something to
you
about.
say it. Because you know, if we can't come back here, I mean, we're gonna have to find a new fuel source, and that sounds even more.
Either that, or we just kill people in the 3rd layer, and there you go.
Last
That's how we get our. This is last resort. We just. How do we get our coins? Well, went to a village and just slay it.
Kill another
Also-
party member.
I remember
Oh,
what you
yep.
said. You didn't say Seed's body, you said Nagi's body.
Shut the fuck up.
I saw that shit.
Shut up. You didn't see anything. You
Yeah.
didn't see anything. What?
So, do you want to just go to the layer?
Yeah, a couple more coins and then we'll fuck off.
Um,
Oh. At least 10.
I'll roll my strength check.
I'm very, very strong type actually. I 100% don't have
hold
a
I can make an attempt. Nicholas, help me. Thank you, Nicholas.
Yikers, fam. I'm not strong.
Can I attempt to just go around kicking bodies back to the ship?
I want to know how you think that's going to work.
I don't know, maybe like if one of their heads is above the sand, I'll kick it and they'll fly a foot or two, and then I'll kick them again and just
Here, I have a better idea. What if I just stay near the ship so that when he picks them over, I put him onto the actual ship? It's a system. I'll beat his arms. Easy.
What
Okay.
I have planned this needs to happen. We need to practice you being my arms, please.
Yeah, we can do that. I could be your arms. Quite literally.
And that day, 0 questions were asked.
So is that okay?
You know what? Sure. Go ahead and roll.
Awesome.
Yay! Drunk.
Strong.
Indeed, strong.
Yeah.
I'm very strong.
Massive quotation marks.
Look, I just want to say, it makes a nice little pattern that repeats. So the first and last number are the same, the second and fourth numbers are the same, and then we got the middle number. It's nice. You guys will collect 3 more soul coins using this process, as Tatabi's body is stolen a few times by the sand.
Yeah, like you son of a bitch.
Alright, I'm just gonna put the soul coins in my deck. That'll be enough. I mean, I don't mind spreading them out later.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go full shadow mode like twice in this entire endeavor just to get out of the fucking sand.
It's like kicking, and it just sinks through. It's like, god damn it.
Damn it. We're blasting off again. What?
So
Wh-
3 stone
what?
coins, all of us combined.
Don't worry about it.
Yes. How you guys want to divvy them up is up to you.
Yes. I already said I put all of them into my inventory. I said you will be able later. I really don't care. I don't plan on keeping all of them. I don't care about keeping all of them.
With 3 more, we have 6 more after that, and however many he has. I feel like I should
Yeah, I mean, also,
No one considered it.
I'm pretty sure Vodak has some as well. But
Alright, then, shall Horror together?
Go for it.
yeah, let's do it.
I will take 2 soul coins for someone who's willing to donate.
I may as well just give you mine.
What do you got?
Just
I wonder what happens when I'm in the crow's nest while we're zipping around layers.
All of the things that gotta happen if you're on the ship.
pretty sure we're already.
I mean-
when we're going down that tunnel.
Yeah, unless Tadabi just gets like is so light that he just gets wrecked. Like we're just traveling dimensions and he just gets stuck in the other dimension, just flies off the crow's nest. He's like, oh, well, lost another one.
Get your character.
At this point, Zach's just gonna have random idea generator pulled up constantly.
Yeah.
Bruh, I do not need a random idea generator. My brain is too fucking powerful for that. Thank
At
you.
this point, you'll just write Chia.
Hell no.
I agree with Zach. Hell no.
Why?
2 characters, 2 different campaigns. Fuck that. Not even I would do that.
We'll make another necromancer though.
I told you, man, you're addicted.
I am addicted. I'm not denying this.
What hit you in the face last night?
So,
Shut the fuck up.
Horror, what are you doing?
Horror will be inserting. Well, to be fair, does she already have a full deck?
Let's see, more or less.
All right. Horror is going to give Sally 3 soul coins as if she were just giving Sally sugar cubes, and she would vacate her into the layer. Do this.
Alright. Tatabi, are you actually going to try and be in the crow's nest?
I'm really tempted to. But no.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright. So, once again, the ship begins to go faster and faster and faster. Soon the rippling occurs once more, as it feels like everything's pulled around you. Who's on top deck still? Alright. Anybody else?
I don't know where I am.
That's fair. That's a mood.
I'm on top.
Alright.
Take care of you before, maybe? Or would I do if you answer the question?
You know what? Sure.
Yeah.
You're
but I would
watching Horror ride this thing like a fucking horse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you have. Oh, wait, no, you haven't. Never mind.
I haven't.
Never mind. I had it in my mind that you had traveled with them on the first one. So, You go faster and faster. D'Angelo, what's on the other side you don't recognize as the third layer? But you guys pop out somewhere.
No.
It's very like gloomy out, like a very like reddish haze. The ground looks like it's just been basically trampled to death with one lone building that's probably about 50 or 60 feet wide and a singular doorway.
Is this similar to the layer that we had to do when we were making those contracts?
No,
Did I make any connections? No.
it is not similar. Like looking at the ground, like you can see like footprints in like the ground. Like it looks like it has been trampled to death. But it looks like a kind of clayish dirt like mixture. But yeah, got a red like fog hanging about.
There's a house.
There is a singular building that reminds you vaguely of like a bar or tavern from your hometown, Tabi.
I'm gonna go walking up to it.
All right.
I guess I'll go follow Tabi.
You guys are getting off the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who says not to celebrate?
Sure.
Yay, Oru is going to
Let's see if I can find it good. Why am I not surprised that I found this when I looked this up? I looked up something and it brought up my homestay, and I'm like, I don't know why I didn't see this coming. Look. I'm just saying. This will work as well as it needs to. Pictures. This is going to be the sign that is hanging above.
Is this familiar to me at all?
Give me a history check. Vaguely, and I'll give you a little bit more context out of that.
Okay.
Here you go.
Huh.
Yes.
Fucking weird.
What's wrong with it?
The door locked?
I don't know. Do you want to try the door?
Yes, please.
It is not locked. Like you can pull on, you can feel it like moving, like even just as you grab. It is a heavy door though.
Kick it.
You hear the of it hitting the back part of the door. The hinges are towards you,
Okay.
meaning it opens outwards.
Well, it's going to open inwards.
I don't know. Just stop. Let me be your hands, bro. Just relax. Can I open the door for you? Like,
It's a pull, not a push.
Like raised, like looks kind of Hestia. Let's go down.
no. Stop, demon.
So what are you going to do? You're gonna open the door?
Correctly. The correct way, yes.
Alright, so as soon as you do, immediately you start hearing the sounds of like traditional like bar music and whatnot. Like it is roaring in here. Uh, the the first thing that you can see immediately is a bunch of tables. Like you can spot at least 60 people already. Like this looks like a bar crawl that has just been one place. There's like mugs everywhere. There's food. Everybody seems to be in a good mood as they're like chatting, dancing, talking. There's the occasional clinking of glasses together.
I mean, Boru's gonna look at it and go, alright, so does anybody, anyone else, there's just this random tavern in the middle of plain of hell.
Nope. Not where you need.
I mean,
You
something tells me that it might be like eternally cursed, maybe we like party forever or something, but
Nah, don't worry about it.
okay.
you said you wanted to go look for a drink.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. I went post somewhere.
I need a question answered before I
Mm-hmm.
go in. Oh damn, she's got ass.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Whoa, damn.
The
That's
first thing I
Stitch.
noticed was the that's what I was gonna say. The first thing I noticed was the guy who looks like Stitch.
Bruh.
Oh yeah, the Stitch, yo.
What's Stitch doing here? What the fuck?
Hey, yo, what's up, Stitch?
Oh, also he's fucking big. I like him big. I like him chunky.
Yo.
Stitch has gained some weight, dude. Yeesh.
Stitches gained some dimensions in the different.
Listen, man, I'm saying they haven't released Lilo and Stitch 3 yet, so you know.
Damn it.
Somehow you guys are always trouble.
I'm gonna go in.
All right.
Uh,
Let me. Oh, God damn it.
So what do I roll to find drink?
I mean, you could make your way through the crowd. Give me a second. I'm trying to copy and paste out. I keep clicking on the wrong tab. You can spot that gal serving drinks just left and right.
Oh,
Boru's gonna look up soda. You wanna go in?
Oscar.
Sure.
Alright, I'll just stay out here. Yell really loudly. Yeah, I wanna make sure no one touches.
Well, I'm not going in by myself.
Yo,
You have right, you have a
Don't like them.
Nice.
Boru would call out to Sally, don't let anyone on you that you don't trust, as she goes in.
All
can I
right.
ask the bartender for something sweet?
Sure. She would kind of lean over the counter. Youngster, yeah, let's see what I got. She pulls out like 3 different bottles, starts mixing them together as she like reaches over and starts to pour like a beer for another person. Just slides it down. Like this is a massive bar.
Oh yeah.
Looking around, it suddenly becomes apparent this place is a lot larger on the inside than it appears on the outside. You are counting somewhere in the number of a few hundred people in this bar. But eventually she does finish the drink and sets it down in front of you in like a very traditional looking mug.
We drink.
Aye, to that, you hear a bunch of people like kind of cheer and like dozens just raise the glass, throw it back.
Yay, so I can raise my glass as well. Let's go.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Although no one will probably see me raise it.
That doesn't seem to have affected anything, as they still raise the glass to it.
May I ask the bartender something?
Sure. Ah, you seem to know us well, which means you must be a member here. Lovely to have you. What can I get for you?
As I'm not particularly interested in lying, I will have to admit that I'm not a member. I simply know of you.
Ah, nonsense. You're here. You're in the tavern, which means you must be a member. All members are welcome. Slams down a pint and like shoves it over to you.
If you don't drink that, I will. What?
I'm just gonna like lift my leg up and like slide it over to you.
Yay! Beer!
I don't give a shit. Child endangerment, let's go.
Let's go!
Not a child.
I know. I did hear about this disappearing a while ago. Is there anything you can tell me about what happened?
I mean, not that the outside world probably doesn't know. Our thunderous name shall raise once again, as we are the strongest guild! Leonard, again, this is like the most diversity you have seen in a long time. Like, you may have thought your own town was diverse, like, this has got you beat tenfold. You pretty much name a race, you can see at least one or two of them. Like, it is stupidly packed in here.
You just see it silently making parts like a harvest.
Oru is going to approach the bartender and indicate that.
Ah, you looking to bulk up some more, lad?
Alas, but yes.
Ah, whatever you prefer. She sets down a mug, pours in some alcohol, like just takes a handful of iron from underneath, throws it in, like kind of making a little bit of a dust cloud above, and slides it over to you.
Ooh, Oru's gonna like tap her hands together a little excitedly and take a sip of it.
It's good iron. Like,
Yeah.
weirdly so, like to the degree that you're pretty sure that somebody has either had to cater towards like Naga Axe crowd in here, or the chef is a Naga Axe, because like this is like,
This is food grade shit.
yeah, this is food grade stuff, not just like mire or iron that we like just pulled out of the ground. Like this is refined.
Whoa, Oru's happy. She's actually gonna. Out of pure curiosity, because she's never met another Neko once, but she's gonna see if she can find any more in this town.
Oh, absolutely. You can see at least two that are currently arm wrestling each other about like 10, 15 tables away.
Oh, Oru's definitely gonna participate in that very excitedly. What types are they?
Let me get my list out.
Like 9 of them.
No. Oh, I want my Google Docs, that's right. And drive. I always hate when I have to find documents that I needed. Oh, I have it in here somewhere. There it is. The problem is like differentiating between like my drive and like what was shared with me. Let's see. One of them would be swamp, and the other would have been a coastal.
She's actually never seen a swamp, so she could be especially intrigued about that.
Mm-hmm.
She will call in the next match.
Alright. They seem very jovial to have you around, like, almost like pulling you into the, like, the table around them. You can see there's a few others, sitting with them. Like, it's strange to you in the sense that, like, nobody here seems to care about anybody else's race.
Oh no, Oru is so fucking giddy. She's with a bunch of her own kind that she's barely met anything else, and they're all super accepting of her, and all the other races are super accepting. This is the polar opposite of how she grew up.
again, like, you guys can see patrons of all kinds. Uh, Tatabi, some additional reference for you. This guild, from what you remember, was insanely strong. Uh, Not necessarily like the largest in number, but like the most dedicated would be a good word to describe this.
Do I remember like what their guild was about?
A lot of it revolved around questing and kind of like being a family back at the tavern. That was effectively how this got run when, or well, got run from what you remember being told to you about this group.
Interesting. I would ask the bartender. So, what's prompted you all to come down to
Here is a very relative term, but this be our bar. It's where our home is, and we'll keep it that way. Where the bar goes, we go. But we still do go out and quest from time to time.
What's caused the bar to come down here?
To be honest, I don't really know. I'm not the mage sorting type. I do drinks, and that's my specialty. I just kind of hear the local rumors, but again, as you can tell, it's a little hard to hear over all the commotion.
Fair. Would you kindly point me towards one of the spellcasters?
She would kind of like push up on the bar a little bit, like looking around. Takes her maybe 5-10 seconds, or she like gestures a little bit off to her left. Uh, you don't really know what she pointed at because, like, again, there's just tables everywhere. So best guess is go in the direction that she gave you.
Alright, fair enough.
Like
I'll,
it's one of those things where these aren't like stereotypical like looks where it's like if you walked up to somebody you would look at them and go, ah, he's clearly a knight. It's like you walk up to somebody who's got like no armor on, they've got like a belt and just like casual pants. It's like, oh, what do they do? Oh, they're a royal knight. It's like, oh, all right,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess I'll head that direction, just kind of asking around occasionally, like if there is a mage or wizard in the premises.
All right. Let's see who you will find. You would be pointed towards a table of a few people, all of which who have books just like sprawled across the table.
Books!
I think he just nut.
Listen, the only loves in Tatapi's life are his sister and information.
But yeah, like it's very strange. Like while the rest of the tables are fairly like unruly, like with like the drinks, like this is like one of the ones where like they have coasters. Like it's perfectly placed between like books and maps, where it's like you can just lift the mug off the coaster and then set it back down, and it won't be in the way of anything.
Perfect.
Like it looks meticulously planned to maximize the space of the table.
I love these people already. This is amazing. I would head on over. Just, pardon my interruption.
The one with white hair, lowers some glasses. Sorry, what can we do for you, a guild knight?
I was simply curious as to if you were aware of what caused this bar to be down here instead of...
There's like a small chuckle as he readjusts his glasses. So you haven't heard then?
I have not.
He leans in a little bit more. We got kicked out of the 7th layer. It was a good story. They weren't terribly happy with our partying and lack of greed. But again, there's like another chuckle as as he uh, like reshuffles a few of the books, revealing like a kind of like a map of sorts to like the layers of hell and how they all sit separated but like almost touching. Uh, you can see that like you can see the base like 7 layers. They kind of touch in weird ways, but uh, he points at a small section that is right off of the 7th layer, and he goes, "This is us." The 7th layer was not happy with us, so they shunted us into our own little pocket. Probably a magical mishap, if I had to guess.
Most likely. Considering what we were traveling on, it's logical.
Man, what were you traveling on? What do youngsters travel on these days?
I believe we called it a hell machine.
Beautiful work of art.
If you say so.
I do.
Fair enough.
Horror at this point, you would be getting in on the arm wrestling. Just give me like 3 strength checks.
Yes,
Can I get more drinks?
Absolutely.
No drink.
Fuck yeah. I mean beer, like straight beer. I'm getting drunk as fuck now.
Mm-hmm.
Half an hour to open front spot test.
All right. I am a-okay with this.
We're gonna be drinking together now. I hope you know we're gonna share toast.
That's fine.
Toast before who knows.
Horror, you do lose a majority of the arm wrestling, but it's strange, but you don't feel like you've lost. You're like everything is just like good natured. It's camaraderie at like its purest
this is
form.
Dr. We're all having fun.
Yeah.
He's having so much fun right now. She's gotten her second drink. Dude, she's talking about everything that she went through so far, but the fact that her health machine is actually her horse, the fact that she and her sisters were responsible for killing Lord of the First Layer of Hell. Like she's having such a blast. She's never felt so happy ever, and it feels so good, especially after all the shit that she's been going through.
Yeah.
Like she finally has a break.
There's a lot of stories being exchanged. Like, again, just think of a bunch of people at a bar who all share things in common. They are getting drunk, and they are just spewing stories left and right.
Fuck yeah. My buddy Nicholas is he has an empty cup and he's fading, drinking, and being drunk.
Nice. D'Angelo, you and Hestia and Paul, absolutely, all 3 of you, are starting to get just absolutely sloshed here. But, like, you guys would eventually kind of find a table to just sit down and, like, drink. You would see that there are multiple bartenders that come around, like, snatching up glasses, like, sliding over another mug. It is just perpetual.
Friends, there's gonna be a Hestia that just looks at you completely drunk as shit face, just goes, another one.
Fuck GB, another 2 for me. Ugh.
I think we're gonna have a contest, Brownies. I think I'll win.
Oh, we're definitely having a contest.
Con saves.
100%. Alright, give me a second. Alright, hold up. I'll give you some con saves. How many?
2. Mm-hmm. Yep. D'Angelo looks Hestia in the eye and goes, "Game on." You both slam back the first drink. Hestia's looking a little worse for wear, but D'Angelo's like, "Yeah, I got this."
Oh,
Hold on a second.
no.
Ninja,
Yeah?
I'm gonna DM you something real quick.
Alright. I have a feeling it's not going to be good.
I feel like it's not gonna be good. Brownies and I go until one of us passes out?
Hold on.
Angelo, how far are we going? Are we passing out or just ahead?
Alright, D'Angelo, I need you to roll me one more con save.
One more.
Yep. Alright. So to Tommy, nothing had changed. But D'Angelo is like holding on well. You guys both go for another round, just pound it back. Hestia, like your vision is just blurring out at this point. D'Angelo's sitting there like, yeah, I can hold my liquor. We're still good.
Bring it on. Been waiting for this shit.
Is there chalky milk?
Oh, by the way, you turn around to brag to Poff. Poff is just like face down, just like passed out.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob.
D'Angelo would see Horu beckoning him over.
What do you want?
Horu claps his hand around your shoulder and presents him to the group. This right here is our fucking cat. He is awesome. And he's super rich, alright? Amazing. Go on, give him a round of applause. He's led us this far.
Wow.
There would be a raging of mugs regardless.
Now, like,
Yes.
everyone like raising their glass to him, like, thank you.
Yeah, Horu would just like give like a side bro hug as she just
You know, D'Angelo, that's just gonna try to give you a high five, although there's a chance to hit you in the balls.
Hestia, roll me another con save.
Okay.
Considering the fact that my character's like, what, 6'6".
I mean, Hestia, you managed to like stabilize yourself on somebody as you get up. You're like, I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
Whether she actually has this or not is up for debate, though.
This is true.
But I mean, yeah, you could go for it and try to high five him.
Hell yeah.
You want a fucking high five? Puts it up.
Yeah! Let's go.
Come on.
She's gonna jump up and high five.
All right, acrobatics or athletics?
Alright, let me see. You're probably acrobatics.
It's not bad. She managed to jump up, like, kind of like halfway claps it, so like she made it, but like it wasn't like full contact.
Bottom of my hand.
And Horu, being super jovial, scoops up Hestia and lifts her up into the air. And this is Hestia! She talked to God! She straight up talked to God!
Oh my
Grabs one
god.
of the people's glasses on the table and just straight lifts it. Hestia!
The God Cucker!
A bunch of glasses go up.
The Toppy is going to just like get up on the back of one of these chairs and just jump as high as possible, levitate and fly off before he gets grabbed.
All right. Nope. Nobody's going to attempt to grab you.
I'm talking about Horu.
Oh.
Horu doesn't know you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, thank God, but still, like this is getting out of hand for Tatabi's liking. So, honestly, I'm gonna go looking for a specific type of person, just levitating over the crowd, so I actually get a better view.
All right. What are you looking for?
I will DM you.
All right.
I'll just be over here. Hestia!
Yeah!
Trying to get chance going.
She's very excited.
Trying to get the entire tavern going.
The God Cucker.
The God.
Yes.
You know, I'm being real. This entire situation, I actually won a Ghostface game while doing this. I literally would stop mid-chase and fucking roll my saves real quick and then go back.
Lord.
I have 2 monitors now. I can do this.
Oh my god, she's learning.
Damn! It's
Wait,
fantastic.
Ninja, I'm very curious.
Yep.
Do you have any pictures of a Dageon? Because I really want to know what your interpretation is.
I mean, I'd have to go delving for one. It's hard to do on a work computer because a lot of places are just like not allowed for the dumbest of reasons.
Wait, are you at work right now?
Do I sound like I'm at work?
No, but like, what do you mean work? Why are you on a work computer, not like on your normal?
Because I was at work all day.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, boss. I gotta host a session real quick. You're on the spot. You're on the spot. Does it look like I care?
You know what? It's fine. The customers can join in too.
Yeah, excuse me, guys. I'm gonna beat this boss real quick.
Into a siege campaign. Sorry.
Look, you think I trust my customers to make a character sheet? They're getting a pre-written one.
That's funny.
100. No, I agree. 100%, dude.
Okay. Hold up. I gotta say this because, like, this is the kind of stuff we deal with at work, where we're trying to program a key to a vehicle, and it's not like starting, and we're like, "Hey, is there anything special we need to know about your vehicle?" Nope, nothing. Nothing about like it starting or turning over the engine. Nope, nothing. We're like 30 minutes in trying to figure out why we can't start his vehicle. And he goes, oh yeah, there's like a child safety lock thing where once you like turn it, you have to push it in so you can turn it more. We're like, that's what we've been looking for 30 minutes!
Hell yeah.
It's just like, ah!
Oh, God.
After like a half hour or an hour, Horu lost track of time. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. But after her liquor has settled a little bit, she's actually like gonna get like kind of inquisitive, and she's gonna ask if any of them come from Dark.
Alright, give me 1 second. I need to run to the bathroom.
Okay.
She actually speaks in her native tongue.
Hestia.
Where the fuck did that come from? The God Defier? I just heard you say that. I was like,
No, the god Cucker, sir.
Tucker, sorry. Where did that come from?
The fact that you were a warlock and then you immediately ditched your patron for another one.
I mean, yeah. And she do it again.
Yeah, exactly. You fucking cuck. You just cuck your patrons. They give you their power, and how do you show them your appreciation? You fucking ditch them for another one. That is the definition of a cuck. Or sorry, a cucker.
Wait.
Exactly. No. What if I just get multiple patrons by the end of the campaign?
Cucker is not the right word. Cucker's
What's
not the
the
right
name?
word.
What is the one who
Because
cucks?
because being a touch is like being Will Smith. I tell you, you can't be like you gotta be like a god cheater. Like you cheated on your god, 100%.
Is it?
You straight up ditched your fucking god. You're like, I cheated on you. Sorry, I gotta leave.
Yes. It's
Sorry,
funny.
not sorry.
I'll be right back too.
Sorry, I just casually cheated on my god.
Sorry. I just imagine by the end of the campaign, Hestia just becomes a whole different slew of fucking warlocks. Like at one point, I played at least one of the subclasses.
Why do I have
Like, all the
tentacles
subclasses.
rising out of my shoulder?
Oh, I don't know when I got this ability, but I managed to get this. I don't know which.
Remembers the 200 different fucking serpent gods that you talk to.
Exactly. So like, it's like, where did I get this one from?
Can't think of where I got this from. Don't know.
It's like how do you know where you got this? Well, it's a long story. Let's just say I've had over 20 different patrons.
All I can think of is like somebody like Hestia doing some kind of warlocky shit and just somebody going, wait, was that like Neef's ability? No, that was Schneef's ability.
I'm back.
What was the difference again?
Don't know, don't care.
Every time you like leave a Guardian curse, like something random appears in your body. It's just Hesse is just fucking covered in it. Like,
Ends up as a
I didn't do anything.
harpy by the end of this. Alright, that's interesting.
So, Horror, what were you doing?
After a little while, and after the drinks have settled, she's kind of curious if she's been asking any of these Nagayaki.
Let me go skedaddle check some notes.
You know, switching patrons again does sound like
And this is how
You're gonna be on like a watch list.
it wouldn't be a watch list. It is absolutely going to be a blacklist. People to watch out for. Hestia. Is there more to this list? No.
no. No, this is the only person on the list.
Yeah, one of them would actually say they're from Durham.
Ooh, which one?
It is a female, Nugax. The swamp one.
Okay, Horror's actually gonna like lean forward and she's gonna explain how she was born near Rainbow and that she's never been in Nagayaki society. She'd like to know a little bit.
So they would start to tell you a little bit about how it's more of an authoritarian style rule, with the military kind of in charge. A lot of people being drafted. A lot try to tend to escape or try and live other lives, but most are kind of drafted into the military or into the farming work.
Horu would kind of lean forward and say, like, ask, like, just how things like bad? Like, how bad?
You get kind of a mixed reaction between them. Like, you get the sense that it wasn't like horrible, but like the cracks started to appear in the authoritarian rule as the resources started to dwindle.
And then finally she looks like left and right. She leans like forward and she whispers,
How would we know? We haven't been there in years.
Oru, since he's still kind of drunk, chuckle. Be like, well, fair enough, fair enough.
By the way, the next person up that would be up for challenging you is a fairly petite-looking human female. Yeah.
Oru's gonna look down, smile, and go, oh, you got something up your sleeve, don't you? You look one way, but you're 100% gonna kick my ass. Let's do this.
By the way,
Hold up.
artwork.
Let me have this.
Oh, okay. D'Angelo, he wants the ass kicking. Go for it, D'Angelo. Let's see it.
Oh,
Oh, this lady's hot.
You're gonna challenge her?
yeah.
Alright.
Arm down, like, what do you got?
Alright, let's see how this go. Go ahead. Yeah, it's gonna be a straight strength competition. It's not bad. Though you're watching like a bunch of the other like strugglers are just like kind of smirking. Takes your hand, like you're pretty sure you got this. Like you're holding your own. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Wham! Just your hands on the table. Like what happened?
Yeah, oh, hot damn.
Oru laughing and clapping. I called it.
I got this, boys.
Of course.
Hold up. Give me a second. Oh, so that was safe.
So, with her not knowing how strong you are, you grasp hands and it's like, this is fine, and, D'Angelo, in a split second, you see, somebody who's standing to her left, like, the eyes go wide, and you just watch him, like, drop, as she throws Hestia, basically, with this, effort, and just Hestia goes flying a few tables over.
Look at him.
Jesus
Like,
fucking Christ.
so like when he like opened it, like widened his eyes, she pretty much looked down and
So it was right before that, like, it's like the moment of recognition of, oh fuck, and drop. Like, it's the recognition of he knows what's coming next, and that's why he dropped. But yeah, there's like a brief moment of silence in the area as they look to Hestia. Like, Hestia's still breathing fine. And the cheering and roaring continues on as a bunch of people cheer.
Horu would laugh and like she tapped her right at part of the rock and she'd say, I don't know what you do, bro, but I
Yeah?
Are you gonna challenge her next?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Horu knows she's gonna lose. Hey, you see fucking Nicholas plant his hands on the table and clap their fists together like he's a fucking referee.
1 second. Alright, let's get this rolled. See how well this go. Alright, go ahead and give me that strength check.
Alright, Nicholas released their hands. Horu is drunk.
Alright's like, yeah! Ah, my arm! Like, it was that moment where you're like, it'll be fine. I just gotta put it. Oh, and hands on the table. And it hurts.
Horu knew she was gonna lose, and she's happy. She gives this lady a clap on the back.
Again, it's the drunken side of you that's like, it's a split second behind, but it's enough that, like, you're looking like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Oh, and my fist is on the table.
It's like, oh. And she claps this lady on the back, and then she goes, okay, alright, tell me, how do you do it?
I'm just really good at hitting people.
Yes, that is the best answer. Oh, I love it. Hey, is anyone service horse in here? I have a horse out, and she needs some servicing.
Wait a minute, Ninja.
Yes?
Is this a petite old guy?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I really hope so. That would be amazing.
Has anyone come for horse services?
I'd be not particularly. If you want to go looking around, you might find something.
Yes, I'm gonna look around, giggling, happy. What do I roll? Perception?
Yeah, give me a perception.
Alright, Nicholas, he's a homie, he's looking out. Make it, Nicholas.
I gotta grab another image. I just realized I've got something to torture Musa and Soda. Yeah, well, they exist together. Or that.
When they recoalesce to reality.
Alright, there we go. I got my.
Sounds like a really
Recoalesce
mind-fucked
into reality.
reality exist. Like, could you imagine? It's just like it's kind of like the paradox spell, but it's literally just you cease existing and then restart your existence, going through your entire fucking life in a couple of seconds before winding up exactly back where you are, being completely aware of everything that just happened. Take 20 d100 psychic damage.
Zach,
What? It's bomb.
You find those people.
Oh wow. Not at all what I was looking for, but I like this.
Horror, you don't find anybody who works on horse service, at least here. You would bump into a few people who would mention that traditionally a lot of them will go to outside sources to stable their horses. So traditionally speaking, this isn't like a place to like service a horse.
Horror's a little bit sad. And then, you know, what she does is she goes up to the bartender and she leans forward and she says, "Hey, listen, I have a horse. She has trouble eating, but she hasn't eaten food for so long. Do you have anything like magical or something?"
For a horse?
Yes, a horse.
No.
Well, okay, let me explain this. She's a horse, but her body is a hell machine.
You can see the calculating look at like roll across the tavern keeper's eye, like clearly trying to figure out what the fuck this means. As she's still like pouring drinks, though it slows a little bit. Like there's clearly something that's snagging in this sentence. And she's trying to think about this pouring. It's like, what? She like looks at you. So see a mechanic?
You think of it, you think of a mechanic? Sure, yeah, I'll find a mechanic.
I don't know.
What's that noise?
She said something in binocs real quick, alright?
Yeah, definitely. That we'll go with that.
The binocs is the language that's based off of like tongue clicks and a lot of throat noises.
So
Like I said, it's a bastardization of binary. Organic binary.
so
Tone-based.
so Tatabi, what are you doing?
I'd go over to them and the two in the corner and just like look at this fucking lot like shit.
And what the hell do you want down there?
Frank kind of just talking to the ninjas over there. There's a lot of interest in magic. I know how well versed in the communication aspect, and I'm looking to get some arms.
You can see like a slight like twinkle in the one who's working on robots eyes. Arms, you say?
I do not have any guesses on this.
Nonsense. We can fit you with something. It just takes a little bit of time, money, and effort. I need to find an image. To my favorite subreddit.
Oh boy. My favorite subreddit. How to fuck your players.
No idea what you're talking about.
Very interesting subreddit.
Look, it's just called r/life.
Just imagine just reading about how other people got fucked up in real life. You're like, fuck. We're not gonna turn this into a D&D idea.
Look, that's just the Gnome Depot. Like, all things said. She will, like, kind of, like, size you up. She starts taking measurements. She would, eventually, make a few adjustments and plop something like that down. I've been working on this for a while. I knew somebody without an arm would eventually show up. Ah, that's fine. I'm sure you'll go out and do great deeds that'll help the community, right? That is a good enough reason for me. I'll invest in your future. By the way, you can hear the clunk, 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 clunk of Horu walking up behind you.
Oh god, here she goes.
Oru is gonna attempt to give you a hug.
Can I? I'm gonna try and use an acrobatics to just duck and like slide onto your legs just backwards.
Yep, contested.
That's a
Do we have to do an athletic versus an acrobatics here?
Yep.
It's okay, Oru's drunk. She's okay.
Okay.
Let me look at that. Tatabi manages to slip underneath you as you like lean forward and almost topple over.
Oh, yes, okay. Lady, hello, are you a mechanic?
I mean, that's a relative term. I'd call myself an artificer, but you know.
Can you be my horse?
Do I look like a stable hand?
No, she's a hell machine.
Then you say hell machine.
No, but she's a horse.
Then she's not a hell machine. She's a horse or she's a hell machine.
No. You don't understand. It's more complicated than that. She's a horse spirit who loved me so much, oh, that sweet girl, that she manifested herself as a hell machine.
So then it's a hell machine.
No. Hey.
Hold
Listen,
up.
is it the body that makes the horse, or is it the horse that makes the horse? Because Sally's
Does it have gears?
yeah.
Then it's a hell machine.
Okay, well, can you be my hell machine?
I've got oil.
Will that mean you're happy?
I don't know.
Tatabi's just gonna like tap Oru's ankle with his and just go, yes.
Well, okay. Anything to do.
Tatabi over here has no fucking idea whether or not it will.
I just had a thought. I had a thought.
Mhm.
Now, see, we've been feeding this hell machine souls, right? And this hell machine just happens to be Sally. And if we try to turn Sally back into a horse, I feel like Sally's not going to be just a horse.
It's true.
I'm
What
just
about
saying,
my hair.
it's going to be a fucking abomination.
But yeah, Oru is just
They'll probably try
gonna
to eat you whole.
Oru's gonna dig into her very shallow pockets and pull out 3 gold, and she'll say, "This is all I have. Is me okay?"
She sets down a large can of oil and pushes both things back toward you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll let you know if she likes it. She comes off outside.
All right. She leans over to Tatabi. Your friend's a weird one. Look, whatever works. Indeed. Keep in mind, it is only one. I haven't had time to work on a second. So effectively, it has 4 total digits. The pinky and ring finger seem to be fused together as one. It's got a thumb and then pointer, or index. Am I getting my fingers mixed up? Index and pointer finger. Brain stopped and then thumb.
Okay.
Effectively, you can tell that if you keep the last digit, the pinky ring finger combo, down, you can pull the other 2 inwards to release the contraption. Effectively, it is working off kind of like the same way that prosthesis do in real life, where it, like, once it's on the arm, like, you kind of move it based on, like, the joint movement. So it takes a little bit of fitting, but eventually it's snug enough. It's not the world's greatest fit, but it's it's the first time you've had an arm in a while.
Yay. Goodness. Shoot up without having to kick it. Maybe I would just hope that this won't over time reduce my hacky sack skills. I would thank her again and just kind of look over to the little midget with the alchemy supplies.
First of all, rude.
Listen, I said that out of character.
I know, that's part of what makes it rude.
I'm just. Tatavi's a midget too, no worries.
This is effectively a gnome.
Hey, midget.
Oh, God damn it. Sorry, what did you say, Zach?
What is the specialty here? This looks complex and I like it.
It's called alchemy. You ever heard of it?
Yes, I meant more detailed things about it.
I blow things up. Not as exciting as you might think, though. She brings out a small vial that's like probably only like an inch or two tall. It's got a gray liquid inside. Here, first one's on me. You'll be back for more.
Is that so?
Yes.
I'm guessing I just.
Oh yeah.
How far away should I
I mean, for maximum effect, as far as you can throw.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown power explosive.
Yep.
Question: do I have to argue more, or did I win the argument?
Hold on. I need to double check.
Did I win?
I mean, we'll find out here. We're gonna roll for this. So, ooh, not what I wanted to do to that page. It kind of ends in a stalemate. There's a few of you arguing why yours is better, and like a few have like conceded that you guys have better powers or abilities, but theirs has like one powerful build, stuff like that.
Tell me that you started a warlock argument over which patron is better.
Yes.
So funny. That's so funny.
So again, it's like 6 or 7 of them all just arguing in a corner going, no, that ability's bullshit, it's useless in combat. And somebody else is like, we hardly ever fight anything, so it's more useful than your ability. And again, 6 warlocks, all charisma based, all discussing which patron is better.
God, it sounds horrendous.
It's politics 2.0.
No,
It's politics.
Is our politics second? That's if I win the argument.
Politics. Heck, Jesus Christ.
Well, I do.
Look, it's fine. Somebody eventually sells this by saying the Eye Stone 14 is the best patron of all.
Hey, what the fuck? So, hey, get this battle lad out of here.
I just imagine all 6. I just imagine all like 6 or 7 of them looking at that person at the exact same fucking time and going, "Nobody asked for your opinion."
True.
Steve Jobs is a terrible patron. Shut the fuck up, Tim.
Fuck Tim. Someone escort Tim out of the bar. Fucking the Eye Stone 14. Get him out. Get him out.
Oh. Ninja, I would inquire to these 2 very generous ladies if there's anything that I could do for them in return for this. Like, should I basically put it on a tab so that whenever I have cash, I can bring it back to them, or is there something that they make from me?
So the artificer kind of like shakes that all off. She's like, no, just go out and do good in the world. That's what we care about. Think of it as an investment. I give you the thing you do. Go out, do good, and you remember me when you are the hero amongst the gods.
Considering what caused me to look like this,
I believe in you.
first person to say that aside from my sister.
Well, I'm sure everybody else here will believe in you too when they see the good deeds you'll do.
He would just kind of bow again.
I feel
This place.
I feel like this is just ever so slightly subtle DM bullying a character.
A little bit.
Emotional blackmail right here.
Yep.
You're gonna do good things with this arm, right? Right?
Hey, in fairness,
Right?
world that you did with the other main characters,
I did not try to destroy the world with Nagi. See? Yes. Nagi, no.
You didn't try to destroy the world with Nagi.
you did.
I destroyed. Listen, I destroyed more than the world. I destroyed the entire fucking universe.
True.
The accomplishments you put on your wall are strange.
I actually want to make a sign in like this rustic yet gothic text, just like with Nagi's fucking sigil on it, just saying, "I caused the universe to restart," and just frame that on my wall. And when people ask about it, I'm just, literally just going to say, "Yeah, I summoned something that hypergods had created, and it was so bad that the universe had to restart. So I apologize if your previous life was better than this one."
Roxy, I caused racism.
Not just a certain type of racism, though.
Racism total.
Entirety of racism.
Yeah.
Purely accidental. He was a robot. He didn't do anything.
Basically having fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna see if I can.
Oh yeah, you do know that Alessia and Horrocks are married, right?
What?
That Alessia and Horrocks are married. You didn't know this?
I feel like I vaguely heard about this.
Yeah, they're married.
We've definitely said this.
Yeah, then it's canon.
Hell yeah.
I just wonder what the actual relationship is.
Clearly, they grew a lot as a couple because they didn't really like each other as mortals. Clearly, something happened that made them bond.
I would like to look around for. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go hang out with those other mages and try to like just, if they're okay with it, of course, just
Mhm.
like sit in, like try and learn a little bit of what I can learn, because as I've said before, Tatabi's very interested in magic, and also I'd like to try and memorize that map of the different layers of power.
Alright, give me an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Hey!
Arna Makana?
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
You are able to kind of make a copy of it. It's not perfect, but it is a fairly good copy of it. Again, it's there's some portions where like you're just not understanding how like the connections work, so you might not have gotten those right. But otherwise, it seems like it's a pretty decent map. There's just a lot of books on like not like current affairs, but like magic theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to take some time to study that.
Yeah. What are the rest of you gonna do?
You already know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Spending some TLC with Sally right now.
I'm gonna go see if there's anyone quite like me. Anyone that kind of has like this leader look to them.
I was about to ask what you meant by looks like you, and I'm like, this is gonna be a very weird conversation.
I do have it explained.
Yes. But the only thing Horror would come in is the occasional. Well, naturally he'll come in just to get something to eat. Like something, just give you like either like a steak with some iron sprinklings in
Yeah.
Correct.
I still want to ask the other warlocks my original question.
I mean, you're not blind. You just eventually end up at like Hestia's table, and you're not sure if like
Oh!
these are natural born leaders or you just fucked up royally at some point. It,
All of them, like,
no, no,
blind perception check. Yeah, we're all captains.
Yeah, and because we're all
Yep.
blind
No, no.
deception check.
look,
No, it's look. We're all mages and you are too. Fuck.
look. I'm just saying, it's like coming home to politics, but it's 7 different parties of politics, and they're all arguing why theirs is the best and you should join as well. Like, it goes from like just straight mine is better to like somehow active recruitment in like a heartbeat.
Yeah, D'Angelo joined me. You agree, right? Our god is the best, correct? You know this.
Worship.
Thousands of dollars. Remember, she helped us multiple times. I just call upon my patron, ask for questions. This is what you gotta do, and then let me do the thing, and we get by with our lives. Yes. So you know. My side. Do it. Right now.
Be told God of War is obviously.
And with that, you set off another chain of arguments.
Everyone's got him. Okay, get this man out of here. Get him out of the group. Get him out of the group.
So that'll be occupying your time for a little while. But yeah.
Do you mind if I ask the mages what kind of like repercussions and everything killing the leaders of the 35th layer would have in hell?
Yeah. It would begin a very theoretical conversation of like what might happen. Like they throw out a bunch of different theories, all the way from like certain people getting appointed or ready to take the ruler's place as soon as they're gone, all the way from it remains empty for years, to a full-on war between the other layers.
Alright, gonna have to try and prevent the war between the other layers now, because that's certainly not going to go better place in any regard.
Not the world, the layers.
But this is a world.
I mean, she's not wrong. Well,
Start another debate.
no, you're not at the warlock table. It's fine. It's fine. Like one of them like looks up like they thought they heard another debate, and it's like, and they shuffle back down, back into the argument.
Politics sensitive.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would ask them if they had any information on like beings or people that could be appointed to those like positions of power that would actually like make an effort to improve quality of life in said layers.
So that goes into a theory of good versus strong, where the
Yeah.
debate is you can be good, but if you can't hold the position, it doesn't really matter. But you can be powerful and hold the position but not do anything.
Yeah. So basically have to find a good middle ground between being able to hold the position well and also being able to recruit enough people to help you hold the position
Mm-hmm.
because you're doing good. Okay.
You know, when I heard politics, politics I said was, yeah, I'm Spider-Man, but I have to be Joe Biden.
Headbutt the fuck out of you.
That was so dumb. That was so incredibly dumb.
I know it was.
I,
I know it was. But still,
I'm running for president.
I'm just saying, J. Jonah Jameson, maybe you should lay off the Spider-Man insults. You see, Jack?
All right. Two more questions for the mages.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I would ask if they have like a duplicate of any of these books on magic theory that if they allow me to take, I would be willing to return the favor at some point because Tabi is very interested in actually like delving into this.
Mm-hmm. One second.
But if not, he's not going to take it. Of course.
Uh, uh, the, uh, the pyromancer would absolutely lend you a book.
It's much appreciated.
Uh-huh.
Excellent. Magic theory knowledge from the mages. Let's see. The second thing is, see anything like
What, a tiefling? Like, that's a very vague and open-loaded question.
apologies, like he gestures with his new arm to like the lack of facial features, the like hair coating everything.
I mean, I just assumed it was a curse.
Alright, respect what you have to see it. Yes. And he's gonna like just basically turn into a shadow on the ground.
Their eyes just follow it down. I mean, that looks like demigod-like powers, so I'm assuming a demigod has hosted themselves somewhere in your cerebral cortex.
Wow. Cool about it. Like, oh yeah, demigod is you know, happens to be.
Gonna restore himself to his like is that like
Probably.
I just imagined the guy going, nah, I made that up on the spot. No fucking clue.
Look, if I really wanted to play that angle, it would be at the very end. Zach's like, wow, I got a lot of information. He gets him and goes, oh, thank God, the actual wizard's back. I can go back to being a bard. That would cripple all the dreams.
Alright, well, at the end of that conversation, I would bow and thank both of them profusely and just let them know that if I find anything interesting that I think they'd enjoy, I'll bring it back.
Alright.
But after that, I'm gonna head off into the Helm Machine and do some reading, do some research.
Oh.
How did I do in tending the home machine, by the way?
It looks good and oiled?
Yes, and I'm gonna ask Sally, do you feel better now?
I mean, the engine revs a little bit.
Okay. I asked these questions expecting feelings. Because, you know, she can't speak to me, but I can feel her.
You feel the engine revving.
You feel that? Okay, got it. Understood. Well, Oru looks mighty proud of herself. She's covered in fucking grime and is still a little bit tipsy. You see Tabati walk up.
Tabati.
Good old Tabati.
Good old Tabati.
That's what she says. She's like, hey, Tabati.
Right.
What is it, not Tabati?
Top.
Tatanobi.
Nice on her. I know. I have a good feeling. No. I actually feel better. The liquor made me feel in a good state of mind to
Tatabi, give me an insight check.
Just to see if I believe this or not.
Yeah.
What, do I roll a persuasion?
Yeah. Roll me a persuasion.
Can I have Nicholas help me because he's doing like hand gestures?
No.
No. Oh. He's a little drunk.
You feel like there's got to at least be elements of truth in there, but like, damn if this doesn't sound like a drunken story.
Looks around the helm machine just a little bit like, well, it's not like I've ever been to here, so I'll take it.
Oh, do you want a flamethrower?
What?
Do you want a flamethrower? Look, she pulls in his backpack and she pulls out a fucking cobalt flamethrower. Yeah, it's a flamethrower, you know? You want a flamethrower? You know, you have that arm and bigger thing, you have a flamethrower. Pete? I mean, yeah, killing anyone. Well, here's the thing, right? If you're killing someone with fire, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, killing them. What's the difference if I burn someone alive or if I get up in their face and mash their brains in and have their blood splatter all over? You know, the whole point of fighting to kill is the fact that you are forced to fight. You are not given a choice. That's the only reason you should fight, is if you have no other choice. And if you have to kill, because you have no other choice. You wouldn't know that. I mean,
Besides, I don't think we'll ever simply are.
I mean, I think it's very, you know, morally sound of you, like, never to fight.
And you, son.
And,
Hello.
good on me for having it.
So,
Keep being nice.
Misa, you would awaken to most of the party being at least somewhat drunk.
You see your sister outside, tipsy, talking to Tabati, and yes.
God Yeah, I got an alarm. It's mechanical.
It's only one arm.
Yeah.
I would go up to her room and just ask what's going on.
She'd give you a hug. She's fucking covered in filth.
Yeah, don't touch me. No.
Lisa, I love you. Listen, you need to go in. You need to get a drink. There's other Nagayoks there, and they're so cool, and everyone's accepting. You can get this equal, and the drinks are free.
Yeah, we're in hell.
What do you mean?
Like,
Of
Tabi pulls
course.
out this, like, map, and he just, like, points to one little area on it and just goes, technically, here, we're actually not the actual players.
Where is here?
Here. Here is here.
Tempest of the Badger. He'll, like, nods over to the bar. They're all inside there, and they were shunted out of the 7th layer due to the fact that the 7th layer really appreciated the lack of
Oh, because they weren't pretty, they ended up. I think I'm in the wrong place.
Listen, sis. Alright, listen, sis. Wait, hold up. She looks around. Not go? Not go. Not go. Do I roll perception?
And you can.
I'll have Nicholas help me out.
He is not around.
Oh, Musa, where'd your boyfriend go?
I mean, I just woke up.
He didn't leave you a note?
No.
Yeah,
I think
that,
we leave each other no.
yeah, because I had to clean Sally. They didn't have horse services, so I had to clean Sally. Listen, it's fine, it's fine. Listen, they have food, rain, iron, power. You need to taste this stuff. Just like Mama used to make. Come on, Lisa. Come on, just one drink. Just one drink.
Just walk like 5 feet away from me, please. Smile.
She would walk to the hat.
The
Lisa
compromises.
would cover her nose while she follows you.
She'd lead him inside, lead her to the bartender, and say, "Give me a mega pint for my sister."
All right, the
Like a
the uh, the bartender would pull out an extra large glass, like you can fit like 2 fistfuls in here. It's massive. Starts filling up with some kind of alcohol and just pours in a bag of iron filings.
She kind of leans forward, she pulls out a gold coin, and she just, "Can you write this down, please?"
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you wasting the gold coin? Give me here.
Listen, sister,
I wanna try to grab it.
indulge. Jesus.
Can I try to take the gold coin?
Yeah, you could try sleight of hand.
Okay. I'll try that.
What?
Is it contested offense?
Yeah, it's gonna be contested against your acrobatics,
Acrobatics, why not athletics?
because I'm making her roll sleight of hand for this.
Okay, acrobatics. I'm having Nicholas though. Good job, Nicholas.
What? Nicholas around? I didn't see him.
Yeah, Nicholas is always around. He's always there.
Only when it's convenient.
I mean, she still just barely like gets the tip and yanks it out of your hand.
Or Horu would go, "Oh," and then she pull out another gold coin. Just spike it. Spike it.
Christ.
So yeah, is she gonna take that gold coin?
She's trying to roofie her own sister. Oh God.
No, it's not roofie. It's a really good. Okay, so you're gonna try to take that gold coin again.
Yes.
You're gonna do this again.
And this is how horror ran out of money. One would have assumed it would have been a stripper, but no, it was on drinks. Oh, drinks for herself? No, just trying to hand the bartender 1 gold.
100 gold later.
I mean, this time you don't quite snatch it, like just barely.
Horu held it a little too high. She gives it to the bartender.
You double suck.
Listen, sis, I know you love gold, but I've had it once. Don't tell mom and dad, because that's what happens to their gold. And I will, if they figure it out, my ass will not exist. But
That was you? I thought that was Sona.
no, I was really curious about what it tasted like, and I thought it would just be one. And when I tried one, it was so good that I just had another, and then another. Okay, I'm not proud. I'm
Right,
not
so
proud.
when you do it, it's just a little bit indulgence, but when I or Sona do it, it's somehow a bad thing.
I was 12. Come
You're a
on.
hypocrite.
No. Ah.
Yes, yes you are. Admit it.
Yeah,
Admit it.
it was one time. I feel ashamed. I feel guilty. Okay.
How many coins did you take?
It was like
9? How many coins do you have right now?
she pulls out one. One.
You have 1 gold coin left.
You took my third one, and I'm giving my second one to her so she can, make you drink a little
Alright.
pot.
And now you're gonna have to give that one to me, or I'm gonna tell you.
She, Horu
No,
is
no.
going. Horu is just gonna roll. You know what? She's just gonna roll a d20 real quick.
Alright.
D20 didn't matter. She decides and gives you the coin. I just want to roll a d20.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see a very drunkenly walking Castiel walking towards you.
Like it is full on like just a run tackle.
With my foot.
You don't even need to trip her. She like does like that like run tackle of a hug, misses you into the bar. There's just a loud thud as like all the drinks like kind of like rattle slightly.
That's one way to inconvenience someone. Children getting hurt.
Fuck yeah.
Did the bartender spike?
Yes.
Yes, Horu would present the mega pint to Musa like she was royalty, just straight bowing to her and raising it up.
Alright. He's gonna sniff it.
All right. I did send something to you in DMs just so you're aware.
Oh.
Look, it's fine. Everything's fine. Hestia will get to that shortly.
Okay.
We'll see if you're sober enough to be able to.
Horu is decently, she's not that shit drunk like her.
What's this gonna drink?
All right. That's really good.
Just a sip.
Yeah. Again, really good. As I told Horror earlier, this is like actual food grade iron. So like, not like it doesn't have like aftertaste like iron normally would, like a very earthy tone. This is just like pure iron that's like fresh.
This is good.
Oh, right? I've had like five.
Five.
Listen, I'm a big girl. I can have.
Of this one, the large.
No. The mega pint is exceptional. And five normal ones. This is about. Bartender, how many mega pints is five normal ones?
Like about 1.5.
Okay, yeah, I've had about one of that.
So in comparison to you, this is gonna get me double drunk because she's gonna measure Toru and Musa with her hands, kind of tiptoeing. She can't really reach all the way to her sister.
I mean, Horu is 370 pounds.
She is chunky.
You see Horu like kind of shift and kind of like cover her chest a little bit.
So as you guys are talking, a very drunken Hestia like got up, walked off a little bit, made another running dive, but this time flying, completely just right between you guys, smashes into the back of the bar and just out on the ground unconscious.
Musa's gonna drink that.
I-
I want to keep in mind that she flies double the speed of normal walking.
She just
What
went.
my fast?
Yeah.
Fucking too fast. Right to the wall.
Horu's gonna kneel down. Is she alive?
Yes. Awake, conscious? No. Musa, as you raise up the glasses, like a bunch of people will see it. They also raise up the glasses. Cheering starts up again. Again, there always seems to be a persistent like band playing somewhere in here, which means there's got to be bards at one of these damn tables.
Ooh,
Are you gonna go barding?
boarding.
Yeah, is that what you call it? Barding?
That's
Look,
what you call it.
I just want to point out, as somebody who raised horses, you would know that barding is what goes on a horse.
Is
Yeah,
what?
I know that. Horu's drunk.
Wait. What is it?
Barding is
Barding is
the armor on a horse. I think I have that right.
yeah, it's barding.
Yeah.
Sure, sis. I'm gonna go. She's gonna do air quotations boarding.
Yeah, it's kind of
con save. Yeah, for the most part.
See, I'm just listen. I'm a little tipsy. I'm not drunk, okay? It's just enough so I can have a little bit of fun. You know, feel a little bit good. I feel the best. Sister, I love you. You know that? I love you
Uh,
so much.
yeah. I, she's gonna walk away.
No, hey, I wasn't done. She follows.
You two are just rushing around the tavern now at this point.
Yeah?
Wait, rushing out? No, no, no. I was looking for birds.
I said rushing around.
Ah, yes.
Like, try to avoid Horu, but Horu's just chasing after.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose her. Making sharp turns around the tables.
Alright.
Oh, come on. We're not the rowdiest group here. Guaranteed. 100% there's a table of barbarians just duking it out right now.
I mean, if you want to give me a perception check, I'll give you the answer to that.
I'm actually very curious. Hold up. It's great having a skeleton as your friend.
Absolutely there is, except it's not a table of them. They have boxed a set of tables in and have made a makeshift fighting ring. It is like one of those things where it's like, you look over and go, how long has this been going on for? And you hear, wham! As somebody gets slammed to the ground. Just like, yeah!
Oru is gonna see this and she's just gonna go, okay, sis, I'll leave you to it. Big, shirtless, muscular men are wrestling. I need to get in on it.
Well, I left for like 3 seconds. What happened?
Oru is rushing towards the ring of big, shirtless, muscular men. They're just gonna have a little bit of fun here, alright? She's gonna get in on this.
What's up?
I said so much for sisterly love.
That's fair.
I'm ready to fight.
Give me a sec.
Good timing. Oru's about to get her ass whipped.
Oh man. Oru's gonna love it too.
Alright,
She
so
has some distinct advantages, though. She's got some things going for her.
I'm sure these other barbarians do too.
Yeah.
I need to grab some AMG. So you are going to the mosh pit of death, I see.
Oru is going to. You know how it's like death by Susu? Oru is gonna get death by Susu. Barbarian.
No, that's death by sumo. There's a difference.
No, these are death by Susu. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Like I said, she's into big muscular men. Her crush on Bodak and Backbreaker. I told you enough of that.
What? No, never. I need to grab one more image.
Pitch low, see chest, into the pit.
Yes. That's a good gift.
Oh, bub.
I fully expect this to be a possibility.
I mean, if she scores high enough, sure.
scores high enough.
Yeah, give me a 3 strength checks, Horror. We're gonna see how well you do.
Oh, Horu's getting into this. She's going half naked. She's armor top off. She's in this.
Alright.
But this is the most brave thing she's ever fucking done, okay? Only when she's drunk.
Yep, let's see if I got an image of who you're facing.
Okay. Horu started off strong, but they kind of queefed at the end.
Let's see.
Can I question?
Yes.
Can I use an action surge to re-roll that last one?
No.
No?
It's not how action surge works.
Okay. Well, okay, fair enough. Okay, Horu has many advantages. One, she's wide-filled. Creatures that are her same size roll disadvantage with grappling. And she rolls advantage against being prone.
There you go.
Resistance bludgeoning damage. She's got a lot going for her. Oh, yes. Oh, Horu is in love.
Guessing he is a Storm Herald barbarian.
Maybe. Maybe he is.
And she is a fucking cavalier rebuttal.
So things should go well. I don't know what you're talking about.
She is totally not in her element, but she doesn't care. Fun.
Jesus Christ. So the first round, like, you're kind of expecting grapples. It's a flurry of fists that just come walloping you in the face. Like, you come out of the first round, like, you get a few hits in, but, like, you've taken the brunt of the force here. Like, spitting out blood, like, as people are, like, cheering. There's little bits of betting going on, but it seems to be just small amounts or even, hell, just food. The second round, you get in a good few counters, though. You sock him a few times, like, under the jaw. Like, he spits out a tooth, like, nodding. Though in the final round, he does best you, eventually just knocking you out, like, not, like, unconscious, but, like, you're clearly down for the fight. As, like, eventually, like, two large, elves would, like, help you up, like, get you all patched up, give you a potion, just, like, down it in your throat. Not the greatest taste in the world, but you feel like everything's, like, healing itself fairly quickly.
Hell yeah. Horu, a big smile on her face, panting. Feels great. She really, to be honest, during that fight, he was fucking screaming. The guy probably heard her curse a couple of people during there. Something about Musa and Sona, and about one person named Jeremy. We don't know about what was that about. But this was her letting out her anger. During the end of it, she holds out a hand.
He would absolutely clasp it, like, wrist to wrist, like,
Yeah,
good fight
man.
style.
Yeah. Horu needed this. She needed a good day. Horu's having a good day. That will be the end of Horu's roleplay for tonight as she continues to watch and cheer on the barbarians. Rest in peace. I've taken up enough time.
Dead.
Yeah, Hestia is just out cold. Like, one of the barkeeps has just kind of, like, picked her up and set her on the counter. Been, like, looking around, like, is this anybody's? Is somebody gonna claim this?
Anybody?
We brought this along lost item here?
Meanwhile, the
lie.
warlocks are like, see, this is why my god.
I mean, yes.
Half hour or something, Zatavi will just be like, bye. He's gonna head back in and just make sure they're not fucking dead.
Looking around, you can absolutely see that Hestia is laying on the counter, just like drinks kind of like set all around her haphazardly. She's been there a little while. You can see Horu off in the distance, like duking it out with somebody. You don't see D'Angelo anywhere, and you don't see Muse, I believe.
Screaming about Jeremy. Saying, fuck you, Jeremy. You broke my heart. I'll rip your guts out.
I'm picturing this like you've got tattoos of your exes, but you haven't dated any of them. Like, that's just the vibe that I got from that sentence.
I just imagine like Rusa sort of like she's fucking losing it, man.
I'm gonna go over to the barkeep and just like sigh. This is, I guess we call it a barkeep.
Are you gonna, like, claim her and take her home for the night?
That is. Like starts moving the drinks away so that whenever he scoots her off the desk, he's not gonna break anything.
As you nod, they would, like, take the glasses, like, move them aside. A few of the bar patrons kind of, like, take a handful of glasses, move them out of the way as well.
Nah, I just imagine a sign hanging up that says claimable party member. What? This big Hestia sitting there.
Now I'm gonna do
Anyone
something.
come by and claim?
Now I'm gonna do
What?
something,
Oh,
and
no.
I just want to know the reaction because I doubt there's gonna be much of one, but Tatavi would definitely be looking for a reaction just to see if anybody seems to know what the fuck is going on here because he is going to turn into a shadow on the floor, and there's just gonna be a multitude of these large clawed arms that just pick her up and start sliding out of the door.
I mean, it's not like a look of fear or anything, but it's just like a look of, alright, I mean, I suppose that's one way to do it. Like a few of them are just, like, watching you, like, the heads are, like, turning just to, like, see what's happening. But, like, you get the feeling somehow this isn't the weirdest thing they've seen.
Oh, I definitely, like I said, I don't expect a reaction of fear or anything like that. It was more to see if anybody was like, looked knowledgeable about what this was.
Alright.
But I'll take her out to the ship and like just the arms just drag her up into the hell machine, put her down, and then lower the decks.
Alright. So, I'm just kind of getting some last minute messages to people.
That reminds me, is the wiki back up yet?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that because I was like, I don't know what spells to add to my fucking character sheet because when he was down, I was like, well, I don't even know what I can do myself class. Blah, blah, blah.
They get no idea how the fuck he got away. He starts questioning what the hell they think the drinks these casting spells.
Look, it's fine. It was a vegan drink. It was all plant-based.
It was all vegan. Hey!
That it is up.
It's so quiet. We can continue this out loud.
I guess you and me, I guess Horror will eventually come out and attempt to look for you. But she's even worse now. Now instead of just being fucking filthy, now she's filthy and covered in blood and sweat.
Can I try to hide? That she's looking and just try to hide
Yeah, give me a.
underneath the table.
You can give me a stealth check to try and blend in with everybody else here.
Yes.
You can't hide?
ask everyone to help me hide at no advantage?
Sure, why not? Let's see how this goes.
You can't hide from me.
I'll be like, see that crazy person? I'm him.
See that crazy fucking half naked, covered in blood, sweat, and dry, with a skeleton following her? Yeah.
Oh, horror,
That's pretty crazy.
horror. You see a table of bards, you're like, surely that's gotta be it. You waltz over there, you're like, anyone seen like a naga axe around here? Like they all shake their heads no, and you're like, all right, and you just wander off.
Hell yeah.
For reference, Misa, from your perspective, she walked up right behind you and asked if anybody had seen a naga axe. Like you just pulled the hood up and were like, "Yep, I'm one of the group here. Nothing to see."
I
You
know
know,
right now.
I just imagine her horror being so drunk that she even asked Musa herself. And it's like, nope.
I think it's less of the drunkenness and more of the concussion.
Either way, it'd still be really fucking funny just to ask Musa herself having seen Musa.
Hand on shoulder. Hey, have you seen a Nagaox around here?
Yeah, she points at a mirror.
Horror looking for it.
She realizes that it's horror that she talked about.
Okay, I'll look somewhere else. Thanks for the help, stranger.
so Yuso, what would you like to do with this group?
First she will say, hey, thank you for that.
A few of them will nod.
So, I wanted to ask you guys, like, a really important question.
Mm-hmm.
Has any of you heard of a magical golden fiddle in the 8th layer?
Give me a persuasion check.
God, you're persuading other bards. Good fucking luck.
There's not necessarily that. Oh, no, horror.
See you, D'Angelo.
Aw,
Wait,
okay.
Take
what?
care.
Bye, bro.
So, two of them would kind of spin you a tale about how it rests in a place. Let me grab my notes here so that I don't butcher the fuck out of this.
DM. That's just DM thoughts. My notes so I don't butcher my story.
Look, so I don't butcher something and you guys go, but wait a minute!
Yeah. Just DM things.
Yeah.
There's fucking pixels.
So they would spin you a tale about the 8th layer and how it's just a perpetual battlefield. And there's a bard somewhere in that layer that constantly plays this fiddle, which can cause chaos or calm, depending on the mood of the bard. It's said to be untouchable. There's a lot of like very much bard-like speak, as in like really hamming up the details of this. But that would be the story that you get out of the two of them. The others can't seem to confirm or deny it, but the two have very similar stories on it.
Has any of you guys ever tried?
Oh no,
Get it?
no. That's well beyond us. Some of us here, we're just simple adventurers, stopping in the tavern for a drink or two before heading out and doing our good daily deeds, you know. Trying not to make the name of a bard worse. Glances at the two that are making out. Like that!
Lusa just nods. Yeah, to each their own. That's completely fine. She would take a sip of her drink. So, any idea who this bard is or was?
No idea. That's the crazy part, is like everybody who's like talked to us about it has like no memory of what they look like, just the sound of the fiddle.
Okay, so those who have come back from there, no idea what they look like.
It's like trying to remember a shadow, right? Like you don't see any detail in your memories. It's just the fiddle being played and then void.
And it's just a part unreachable, and what have they said that makes it unreachable?
Some say it's the lure of the music, being able to change what you think on the fly. That's what we believe is their secret power. They mess with your mind and send you off. Sure, I bet you there's been dozens that have tried only to never remember that they even tried in the first place, or heck, even wanted to try.
So the board's not really killing anyone; he's just sending them off.
That is possible. We don't know how many they've slain or if everybody they've sent back is the total.
Well, do you guys have any tips for me?
I'm what?
Anyway,
Playing in it?
the part.
Playing an instrument? You just gotta go with the flow. Just enjoy yourself. Just
Yeah.
play from the heart and everything comes naturally.
Show me your flow.
Uh, so the one that's been talking to you. 1 second.
This is where our band started.
Possibly. So the one who's been talking has been the blue tiefling. She would pull out a kind of a bass guitar and just let out a nice like background beat. As a few of the other bars just kind of like pick up on the rhythm and start to go to town. And for the rest of you, you would start to hear the music pick back up and become as loud as ever. As all of them kind of like fall into like the rhythm set by the original, and it's effectively a mini orchestra that's playing at this point. You've got a bass guitar. You've got somebody who's got drums. You've got a cello. You've got two flutes, a saxophone. I think I have one more. Nope, that'd be it. So you gonna join them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait for a little bit, hear the music, and then take out her golden fiddle with a huge smile on her face because she hasn't been able to play with this amount of people before, and it's her first time with the golden fiddle.
Give me a performance check.
Come on, come on, come on, performance. Me.
No, it's your first time. It's your first time.
Please tell me you nat one.
It's so mad.
Yes.
Can I just say that the drink finally took effect?
I mean, you've been drinking this whole time. You should probably check DMs, but you know.
Ah,
Wait, ignoring DMs, go to DMs. You are absolutely shit-faced.
Look, she's rusty, but she's fine. Like it takes a little while to get into like the perfect rhythm, but eventually it does kind of all synchronize. There's a beautiful display of like magical notes that like swirl up from this table, hit the ceiling, and then kind of like slide along the ceiling in rhythmic waves outward from the table. Just kind of the combined effort of 5, I think it was. 6 bards all playing at the same time. But you do have a wonderful night with them.
Lisa she would be really happy. She would just start thinking of fun. That was great.
They would eventually trade some sheets of music between each other. They'd hand you a few copies of what they have. Just some fun, upbeat, like rhythms to play. So,
She would look at each of them,
I
start nodding.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
You can feel that each one's got their own style, like their own influences from their own homelands. It's a very strange thing to have such varied musical tastes, but they all mesh well together.
if I ever see you guys again, I'll have to share one of my own.
We'd appreciate that.
She would nod,
Uh,
and she would look around for the party room.
I mean, you know where one party member is for sure.
All right, she would walk, step on Hestia, and continue for the rest of the party members.
I mean, uh, Tatavi grabbed Hestia.
Oh, never mind then.
For all she knows, Hestia just vanished.
Yeah.
I just disappeared.
So she's gone. Ahura's talking to some tree people at the moment. D'Angelo is out of sight somewhere. You do know where the person you contacted is, though.
Right. Before she heads there, she's gonna go to the bartender.
Alright. What's up, lass?
Well, as I said, I'm back.
Alright. You looking for another drink?
Right. No.
Alright.
She would hold her hand out.
I know exactly what you want. God. I think that's awful. She would take the gold piece and slide it into your palm.
Thank you so much. By the way, are there any interesting mysteries upstairs?
She looks at you with a very curious eye. And who's been talking into your ear to tell you that we have visitors?
Aha, so you do have visitors.
I have plenty. Look, I have a whole bar full.
Right. You know what I mean.
Of course I did.
So is that a yes? So I'm guessing, can you give me details?
I cannot, for I don't know much about their visit.
Good vibes, bad vibes?
Strange vibes.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He would give it a wink and start heading upstairs.
Alright. That is absolutely not going to be something that is going to be shared via voice chat. I can tell you that. But let's see. Tatavi, you have time to patch up Hestia if you want.
No,
Alright.
Help, I'm dying.
Oh no, my goodness.
The way you said that
What?
makes me want to throw you into a press.
I just imagine her waking up, oh, help, I'm dying. Yeet.
I'll help you.
Help, I'm dying! Pushes her into a body of water. There, now you can be real.
Wait, what?
She's ending your suffering.
Excuse me, whoa, Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Excuse, hey, whoa, Jesus?
I don't know what you want. You asked for help, she is giving you help.
It's just her interpretation of that.
Exactly. So, Tatabi, what are you gonna do?
Well, Hestia's here. I would actually ask a certain somebody who I would DM you if they've got anything that would help me along with practicing magic.
Alright. For Zach, what a surprise
What?
True.
that you don't know magic.
Tavi's interested in magic, but not experienced.
See, in order to gain magical power, you must give it its name form.
Yes, I do play too.
Look, there's a process to gain magical powers. What is it? Oh, great demon lord! It's called multiclassing.
Listen, all you gotta
Why
do is
I-
join me and my patron, and you're all good.
That
See
is
that?
awesome.
See that imp right there? Kill it, you gain something called XP. If you get enough XP, you level up. And when you level up, you multi-class.
I
That reminds me of something.
That's the secret of the universe.
I just want to say I'm now picturing like a very meta like demon who fully explains how the rules of D&D work, but the characters have no idea what the fuck he means. So right now you guys are level 5. The party looking at you. What the fuck does level 5 mean?
You're like, hold on, let me pull up your sheets.
Ah,
Really?
I see you are a fighter. I mean, I fight, yeah. Is that what you mean?
Oh, you went down the knight subclass.
Oh, you're an ASMR. Good for you. Thanks.
Very excited.
We could have just
Wait,
looked at me
why
instead of
haven't
pulling out
you
a bow.
taken live fighting yet? That's weird. You should have taken live fighting by now.
Look, you need to spec more into feats rather than ASIs. Just personally saying.
Like, what are you talking about?
Just personally saying, like, this is just my opinion, but
You know, I want to tell you guys something. I saw something fucking hilarious once, where this guy was explaining. He's like, for D&D campaigns that are just, pure combat XP, like the wizard goes to the wizard school, and the teacher just goes, yeah, you gotta go kill some goblins. And it's like, what? It's like,
yeah.
you get stronger, you gotta kill those fucking goblins. You gotta go slaughter them. No. These books ain't teaching shit. Go.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Wizarding School. Today we are going to go slaughter goblins. But what do you mean? We're the apex of the arcane. We're supposed to be smart. No! The fuck are you talking about? You want to learn magic, you gotta fucking kill people.
Exactly.
Cast spells, people gotta die.
I
I know we've moved on from it, but all I can imagine it with this meta demon guy, like, make me stronger, and he's just going, okay, listen,
+1 to strength.
you have to multi-class rogue, right? At level 10 is when you should multi-class. And then it's just the details of how to develop your character. And he's just looking at
Just-
pure horror.
He's giving
I
you that
fall on this
2,000
demon.
damage RPG guide.
Ninja, if you actually make this a character, you have to name him Min Maximus.
Yes.
Look, I'm just saying, if I'm gonna do this, I'm going full fourth wall breaking, and he's gonna be like, you gotta press X to skip the dialogue. The party's gonna sit there like, what do we do?
I have a controller. I have a PS4 controller. I can do this.
A PlayStation 4? Wow, those are so rare now. Where did you get one?
I hate it.
Look, not to be confused with the Pain Station. The Pay Station is pretty good, though.
Oh god. So what you're saying is that I can PayPal Min Maximus and it'll help me, right?
Oh, look, I'm just saying, Min Maximus will absolutely help you by draining your wallet.
Amazing.
Min Maximus is actually the 7th player. He didn't like these guys, not because they weren't greedy, but because they actually played for fun. It's he got so pissed at
Get him
these
out.
guys. Like, you're trying to have fun with your character development? Get the fuck out of here.
Get the
out of
fuck
my
out of here. I offered you to weigh a min-max and your reaction to say you're just playing for fun. Get the fuck out.
What do you mean you're developing based on your character, bro? Fuck out of here.
Nah, you gotta go kill some goblins.
I think we've just come up with something incredible.
Look, I'm just saying, all you've made is a video game RPG and nothing more.
Yep, that's literally all we did. No, I
Look, if you want a good idea of how
Exactly,
dumb it
gotcha.
how dumb it looks, you gotta watch Epic NPC Man.
Oh.
It's a great YouTube channel.
Hey,
Alright, we've gone on long enough.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to finish this up, but this probably will be the end of the session, and I will be finishing things up with a few party members.
Yay!
But
by the way,
I will be turning off my stream now.